My name is Jeff Harris, and I'm Grace's son-in-law, or the third son. I like to think of myself as. I'm married to Luann Morikawa, who's Grace's oldest. You met Dwayne and his wife Kimmy and their daughter Nicole. And then you just met Cassidy. Cole is here. Put your hand up, big guy. There he is. And then Daryl and Annabelle as well, part of the family. It's a great privilege to be here today. I'm going to say a few things biographical, just so you know a little bit about who Grace was. We kind of pieced it together with her friends, so it'll be a little choppy, so just play along with me if you will. And then I'll say a few more private, personal things about Grace towards the end here. But she was, as we all decided, a very private person, even though we all knew her very well. She was very private as well, so it's kind of a bit of a dichotomy there. So let me run through some of the biographical information, and then we can talk a little bit about her. She was born in 1926 in Pasadena, anyway, and attended Washington Middle School, also in Pasadena, from 1939 to 1942. In 1942, she was ordered to evacuate to the Tulare Assembly Center in Tulare, California, and then eventually was sent to the Gila River camp in Arizona, the Butte 2 camp. In the camps, she was very active in sports. Grace was an athlete, even though she would try to hide that. She really was, and she was a competitor. She was active in the Girls League, and she was also active in the choir. She received her diploma in the camps, like maybe some of you did as well, in 1944. And then in 1945, she was allowed to return to Pasadena. She lived in Eagle Rock with the Caucasian family, the Webb family, and we were always grateful to them for that. Until she could move to San Marino with the family to work for the Moss family. After the war in 1946, she became active in the Pasadena Social Club, as you might expect. We found a lot of really nice pictures when we were going through the house. And that organization celebrated its 50th anniversary back in 1996. From 1946 to 1947, Grace went to Pasadena Junior College, or PCC as most of you probably know it, and didn't graduate from there. And then immediately in 1948, went to work for the Pasadena Board of Education. She started at Longfellow Elementary as a secretary, and that's the term that she always used to describe herself. In 1948, she met and married William T. Bill Morikawa. So the legend goes, they met at a bowling alley, so you knew it was destiny at that point, right? Introduced by, I think, a couple of friends. During that time, before she had her own kids, she was still active in sports, and she played for the Japanese girls basketball team, the Pasadena Dinas, clever name, as you might imagine. And that team, even after it disbanded, still met once a year just to kind of get together, so it was a big part of her life. In 1955, Grace, a lot of you probably don't know this, but in 1955, Grace was actually labeled as disabled. And what that meant is that she was pregnant with my wife. So, that's in 1955, you were pregnant, you were disabled, so I guess that makes me the second person to be disabled by Luann, so I was disabled by your beauty. So she was actually forced to quit, and at that point started raising her family. My wife is Luann Chieko Morikawa, and her grandfather once told me Chieko meant more brains. That was his translation for that. So I've always, in moments of weakness, I'll call my wife more brains. So, 1958, Daryl Dean Morikawa was born. I don't know if she was a Dean Martin fan or what, but that was he ended up without a Japanese middle name. And then in 1961, Dwayne Morris Morikawa also. It's still, I think, a bit of a sore subject in the family that boys didn't get Japanese middle names, but it is what it is. And the business cards are really great for Dwayne Morikawa. Dwayne spelled out with 5 letters and Morikawa with 2 characters. So, in the years thereafter, she was co-leader for the Brownies and the Girl Scouts from 1963 to 1967. She was very active in the Pasadena Congregational Church. Luann, I know, has very great memories of growing up at the church. Talked about roller skating in the basement, playing volleyball in the basement, think they ate all the time at the church, from what I could tell. It was one banquet after another. A big part of their lives, for sure. And I know the kids really enjoyed the church and the influence it has. And we're so pleased to have Reverend Marlene with us today to remind us of that. She was briefly the historian for